So my Adventures with Superman has just ended, and oh my god, what a fantastic ending that was. So I'm thinking of a few ways on how I would want to approach this, but I guess I should just talk about the episodes as they came out. So let's talk about Zero Day. So the General and Waller have been after Superman for this entire time because of this thing called Zero Day. We don't know about it yet. They told us in Zero Day Part 2. Zero Day Part 1, Superman has just got his hearing and he was hearing all over Metropolis, saving everybody, but he started hearing the General. And he ends up trying to find the General, and that ends up getting his ass handed to him. He got destroyed. He got mollywopped. He got handed on a silver platter to the people that he went out looking for. And that's when they told Clark about Zero Day. Zero Day was this event that happened to Waller and the General 22 years ago, where they were in this military training camp and boom, portal opened up and these Kryptonians came in trying to destroy the world with the robots, and this guy with the cape, you couldn't see him because he had like a robot mask on. I would have thought he was just a robot. I wouldn't think that was Superman. I don't know why the General thought that was Superman over the years, where he didn't see his face at all. Well, he just saw a man flying and shooting lasers at his eye, and he think that's the same thing. But he associates Superman with that day, and he told Superman, I want you to tell me when your fucking aliens are coming back, because I want to destroy every single one of them. He sounds racist to me. I said it. You know what? There it is. I set my case. He's not invited to the cookout. But before things can get too deep into that, he notices that Clark really doesn't know what he's talking about, or really doesn't know what's going on. Dude starts crying because he genuinely doesn't know what's going on or knew his people were evil. The General's starting to get second thoughts, and Waller's like, that's fucking weird, because we all know Waller is a cold-hearted bitch. That's literally her character, by the way, guys. I'm not calling her a bitch because she's a woman. Bitch is unisex. Anybody can be called bitch. And because he and Waller start getting into it, Waller leaves, but when she does, she turns all the camera off, which releases all the previous villains that we fought along this season. And they disregard every orders and go after Superman, because Ivo is fucking insane and he is going after Superman until he can't anymore. And that big thing happened. Superman ended up saving the day. They did a Flamebird broadcast. Everybody turned off their electricity. Superman won. That's that. That was the end of Zero Day. And now it's time for the actual ending, the actual part I want to talk about, which is Thanksgiving episode, the actual ending, the great ending of the season. Everybody's going to Clark's place for Thanksgiving. And by everybody, I mean Jimmy, Lois Lane, and Lois's father, who will meet at the place. And before they could get there, they finally got their first story published. They are now reporters. They are no longer interns. They now have their own little office space. This is getting lit. I hope this gets to season 2, because I would like to see the more adventures they go on. So everybody's coming around at Thanksgiving. Clark and Lois show up. They start helping out with the turkey, helping set the table and everything. Then Lois's dad shows up. It's the General. Lois's father is the General. They've been waiting to tell us about Lois's dad for this exact moment. This is what I like. I'm happy we've waited this long for this twist to come up. I am excited that we now have a little bit of development with Lois's family issues. And now we also know why she dislikes secrets. Her father is the General, somebody who always keeps classified information away from her, which is bad for a kid with trust issues, because the person you're supposed to trust the most has all of these secrets that he's hiding from you. He's keeping everything hidden from you. It all makes sense now. This one reveal that Lois's father is the General makes the entire thing make sense. Now, don't you guys look silly that thought Lois Lane was a problem? Don't you guys who made a video called the Lois Lane problem look silly now? But there's a lot of baggage that comes with Lois and her father. Lois obviously doesn't like her father. She thinks he's a grumpy old man. Martha didn't like the father because he just seemed like a dick to Clark. Obviously, Clark's not gonna like him because he instantly recognized him as the General, someone who's tried to kill him on multiple occasions. This is getting insane. And Jimmy comes in and a gang goes outside to get a little huddle meeting going on. And that's when Clark sees the orb that shows the evil Superman file, and the kryptonite popped out and Clark fell to the ground. And what do you know? That brought about Zero Day Part 2. There's another portal opening up. The people are trying to invade again. Clark's ship comes up and sends out robots. Somebody has the kryptonite, so they're just going after these people. The General's going crazy, looking like he has PTSD, flashbacks, all these things are going on. Lois is realizing he's the General because of all these things he knows about. As for Emperor's X, Nemesis Omega, all these things that he's saying, it all makes sense now. All the classified information it's insane. I love this ending. This ending is so great, and it gets even crazier because Lois isn't letting him kill Superman. She's preventing him from doing that. Clark saves the day by taking the kryptonite, going into the ship and punching a hole in it with the kryptonite in hand. He could have died if his father didn't save his life. I hope Clark knows his father is a good guy, unlike the rest of the Kryptonians. This is being added afterwards because I completely forgot to talk about the Brainiac thing at the end. So at the end of the final episode, we see Brainiac talking to, assumingly, the Kryptonian warrior that was at the first invasion, telling him about this planet has failed to be invaded twice. It's a rebellious planet. What the heck are we gonna do? And this warrior's like, they'll bow down. They'll effing bow down to us, and this is so ominous. I would like to see where this goes within the next season. This lets us know that there is a season 2 plan, and maybe there's even a roadmap for where they want to see this series go towards. I'd be really excited to see how Brainiac and these Kryptonian warriors are involved in future stuff, because in other Superman stuff, Kryptonian was being destroyed, and that's why he was sent there, or at least that's what Superman was told. So if you're watching this and are more into the comments and stuff, let me know what comic is this Superman based off of, because a lot of Kryptonians are seemingly alive. It looks like his father's dead though, so I'd really like to know what's going on. Did his father just protect him from being like the other people, or like, I don't know. I really don't know, and that leaves so many more questions left for season 2 to answer, and that's the fun thing about that. Honestly, I'm just glad we got some Lois Lane development. If there was one thing I was praying for, it was that we got Lois Lane development. I wanted some answers as to why Lois acts certain ways that she do, and this is giving us those answers. Her father, being the general, just gave us all the answers. Why she acts so bashfully towards situations. Bashful is a word. Why she acts so bashful towards certain situations. Why does she want to be a reporter? Why she wants to get her name out there to probably impress her father, who is super unimpressed. When Martha was trying to talk about Lois's accomplishments, he's like, yeah, that's what Elaine does. Dude, be happy for your daughter, man. Come on, what's going on here? And I'm gonna add this outro now instead of using the other outro. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll probably sound way more like I know what I'm talking about now than earlier, because earlier I was a lot more giddy, a lot more excited about what I was watching and what I was talking about. And in this one, I'm way more mellowed and like kind of level-headed towards things. So yeah, what are your opinions on the final 2 episodes of My Adventures with Superman? You can include episode 8 as well, but you know, I talked about episode 8 a little bit in the last one. But Zero Day and the Father's Day Thanksgiving episode, what are your opinions on those? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd really like to know. And with that being said, I'll see each and every one of you around next time. Okay, goodbye.